How's it going, everybody? Please say hello in the chat. Give me a one if you can see me. Give me a two if you can hear me. Make sure everything's flying. Give me a three if you can see Agent X. Give me a four if you can see my camera. Right on, one, two, three, four. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna leave the camera on for too long. I'm sweaty. I am dirty. I'm tired. Um, my team is still awake, and we are all going to get this bad boy out to you. One more thing. Just let me tell you something. There is a lot of people on here. Holy smokes. I do believe we have our team on here as well. Questions are going crazy. This is crazy. This is awesome. I don't have a lot of webinars lately, guys, and for a good reason. I just want to build cool shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to sell shit. I want to build cool shit. Well, I want to sell the shit that I build, but I don't want to sell other people's shit. I want to sell my shit, but I want to sell shit that's really good. And I want to build things that are really good. And this is really good. Um, this is an AI agent, and I mean Xagio's kind of it's gone through so many kind of iterations over the years, and I think we just had our 10-year anniversary in February from back when I released the very first version, and I could think of the major milestones of things that have happened to Xagio along the way, and AI being one of the big ones, and our ability to integrate with AI. And then another kind of cool thing that happened that kind of is playing out right now in such a cool way that it was never intended, but it happened was when Suryanshu joined our team, and I initially found Suryanshu posting free, template designs in our group trying to drum up business, and I saw one and I was like, wow, this is really good, and I hired him, and he really escalated quickly from being, someone that was just designing templates in our group for free to a full-time member of the Xagio team. And then we hired another designer, Asan, and those two have been pumping out templates like crazy. And I don't know if you guys have seen Xagio templates. If you go to Xagio.com and head over to templates, you can see that I think we're up to 85, right? And we're pumping them out every month. That's why we hired another designer, just so we could get you guys a ton of templates to use. But here's what's cool and what was never intended. We just recently built the Agent X to take AI and blend them with our templates so that you guys could use, the entire process of what Xagio does and get an entire website from start to finish, from keyword niche selection, like all the way from like what niche should I even get into, all the way to a website that is fully designed, fully optimized, all your pages, all your content, privacy page, content page, mobile optimized, mobile friendly, but all your content in it relevant to your keywords, all your schema in it relevant to your pages, um, all the way. So it was an unintended consequence of designing these templates. We just wanted to bring more value to Xagio, and templates, came to Xagio. But then we started being like, these are so good, you know what I mean? And then we're always watching what everyone is doing, right? And we've seen people say like, I don't know how to install this, or I don't know how to do that, and like we're listening, we're watching, you know what I mean? We don't always comment on everything, but we're always watching. And then one day, we're like, why don't we string it all together? Let's string it all together. I mean, AI is getting more powerful every day. Let's string it all together, and let's have our templates up as a part of that process. And I remember sitting in the dev meeting with the guys and being like, guys, if we can have the AI wizard do what it does, but then apply it to the templates, we have something that no one has ever done, right? And they're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we could do it, pretty sure we could do it. And we have that mentality on this team, this can do mentality. It's not, you know it's not a question of whether it can be done or not. It's a question of how long is it going to take us to do it, because we could do anything. And I always say we can land a man on the moon, right? Like I say that all the time to people. It's like, look, we can do anything. AI is making life crazy easy. And it just came together that in that conversation, if we could apply our AI and not just stringing together a keyword research process and here's a bunch of groups and stuff, because that shit was really, really cool and it really, really worked. And I've had a lot of webinars showing, look, just with our AI optimizations using the AI wizard, you can really do a lot of movements to a site. Like I've had clients move from page 3 to number 1. I did my own SEO agency that was on page 90. The highest I had ever got it in previous, if you looked at previous webinars, was the keyword Edmonton SEO. Plus a whole bunch of other high traffic keywords are in 3,000 a month. I live in a city of 1.5 million people. Just doing the optimizations alone with the AI, I brought that website. It was currently at 92 to number 1 and settled at number 3, and it bounces around between 1 and 3 right now for a 3,600 search volume keyword. And I didn't build links, I didn't do any content, I didn't do anything. Broke all the rules. I have the worst content score, I have the worst surfer SEO score, like all this shit that people say you need and you don't need. And it works. Like the process of cloud optimization in the AI wizard works, but it was kind of like before AI agent, it was like you had to do things one at a time, one page at a time on your website. And while that process was still a hell of a lot faster than manual, right? And still a lot more consolidated in a single tool versus, I do my keyword research on Ahrefs and then I open a spreadsheet and move things around and try to make sense of it all. And then I move all that shit over to something else like an SEO plugin. And like Xagio had already eliminated all that into a single tool that it's like, look, it's one tool, one dashboard, one window, and everything gets pulled in right into the project planner so that you can optimize and then send it to the rank tracker so that you can see the progress of your optimizations. And it was working awesome. And we're like, let's take it further. If we could do things one at a time, we could do everything together. We can string together every single query and we can push this all out as one. So really what the goal was is, like use the niche hunter because like if you guys have seen me teach about finding, really good niches with low hanging fruit competition, the niche hunter inside of Xagio does that. And then going from the niche hunter to like entering a seed keyword, now opening up AgentX, which I'm going to demo here in a second, and just saying, here's the location and the service that I want to target. Build me a website, please. And it does it. And then now it does it. And it's insane. It's insane. So it's thanks to a lot of luck, thanks to a lot of power of AI, thanks to an amazing development and design team, and then putting in the hours and putting in the work to get to the point that we're at. So where I want to start, guys, is show you a couple of the designs that we've been running out. So this is a site, and you can see the URL, like test sites, right? We can test site domains. Like I have my team's just, I love my team so much. Like I don't even know where this domain's from. They're just like, I'm like, guys, test the shit out of this, right? This is for interior designers in Orlando, Florida, right? And this site, this is just the homepage. There's inner pages, service pages as well. But I don't know if you notice this, like the content's all there. This is just all there, right? Including the FAQs, right? Including, let's look at some of the other elements of like when I say, fully designed, full content, full optimization, full schema, let's look at the optimization of these things. Best interior designers in Orlando elevate your phone. Like all done by AI. Heading structure, H1, H2 structure, H3 structure, H2. Let's look at the schema. Okay. Choose review rating schema, local business, interior designers in Orlando. Okay, the postal address. I'll show you guys how to nail this shit without having to write schema. The AI does it. Okay, fitness trainers in Orlando. Right, and Suryanchu, if you can, if you're on this webinar, would you mind posting in the chat group the inner page URLs? And I see the chat's blowing up, guys, and I'm not going to touch the chat for now because there's literally hundreds of people and like so many messages right now. This was an interesting one. My little niece, my beautiful little niece, her husband. I'm so proud of these two. They were young. They had babies really young. 16 years old, had their first baby, and it looked like, oh God, what's going to happen in life? And they're doing an amazing thing. And then she got married. They have 4 kids now, and he's a contractor. He recently is like, I want to go out on my own. Can you help me? And I was like, of course. And so they registered the domain storycontracting.ca, and this is just a test site. Okay, now I'm going to do a good job and make sure everything's really great. But this was literally 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I went into their city, Red Deer, okay, where they live, or Suryancho actually built this site for me as a test. 10 minutes. Here you go, right? And then I'm going to log in just so I can show you pages here real quick. And then I'm going to demo the thing. Okay. App.xagio.net. And I don't think I'm going to need to be on this webinar very long because AI AgentX is damn fast. Okay. So I'm going to go into my website tab and I'm going to go to, oh yeah, I'll show you this one too. Here's another example. This one was like one of my first tests, SEO Maui. There's a story behind that too. But let me get to, oh geez, STORY, story contracting, and log in, show you some of the inner pages. Okay, so here's the Maui one. I remember when we got this template, I was like, oh, I love it. It's so good. So we put it to work. Again, 10 minutes. I didn't write a single word. I pressed buttons. Like this is so push button now. It's ridiculous. And I don't know if you guys have heard me say it in the past. Oh, I hate people that sell push button solutions because they're always shit. And now we like literally have a push button solution that is like it's beyond good. It is beyond good. Okay. So that's the SEO one. But story contracting, let me show you pages because I know a lot of questions and I'm not looking at the chat, but I can tell from like the Facebook post that I made teasing this kind of like, can it do service pages? Can it do this? Can it do that? Yeah, it can. It does whatever you want it to do. Um, so here we're gonna do a couple of the others. And this is the group that it did. So the home page was like Red Deer Contractors. You can see the front page here, Red Deer Contractors, but then we found home builder, home renovations, bathroom renovations. Okay. So again, here's the home page to kind of give you the full view. Okay. General contractors in Red Deer, home builders. Like, and the reason I'm kind of scrolling slow is I want you to see the content here. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Okay. So you guys want to see how fast this thing is? We're gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna ignore. Oh, there's Suryanchu with the fitness site. Okay, I'll give you one more example here. These are the inner pages of the fitness site. So fitness classes in Orlando. Discover top-notch fitness classes in Orlando. Where to expect? Like this is good shit. Like if we look at fitness, like the H1s are right. The optimization is right. The heading structure is right. The schema is right. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy good. It's so exciting. Anyways, let's go. So we have officially, I think, as of 3 minutes ago, just pushed a new WordPress plugin update. Where if you guys go and update your Xagio plugin, it's on the WordPress repo, so you'll see an update coming very shortly. You'll see a new menu item called AgentX. Okay, now I'm going to precursor a couple of things here. This is the worst it will ever be today, right now, what I'm going to show you. This is the worst that this product will ever be as far as you guys seeing it. We still have ideas. We still are expecting certain people to run into certain bugs. There's a million hosting environments. There's a million different plugins. Things are going to come up. We can only test as an internal team as far as the hosting environments and plugins and stuff that we have. So I'm going to tell you now, guys, when you run this, if there's some bugs, just let us know in support. We're going to take care of you. If it wastes some of your credits, just let us know in support. We're going to take care of you. Okay. We're going to run into some bugs. I just know we are. Okay. So don't worry about it. We're going to take care of you, but it's going to be worth it because today is the worst it's ever going to be. And let's show you the worst. Okay. So this is a domain that I had, Des Moines, Iowa Catering, and I want to show you where it's at right now. So let's go to Des Moines, Iowa Catering. It was an old ass domain I had sitting around, which you guys are gonna love this for. There you go. Okay, it is a zero sum site right now. And let's go into pages. Actually, I'm going to turn my camera off, guys, so we can focus on not my face. 1 second. I got to figure out how to do this. Video, bye bye. Okay. Can you guys just see my screen now? Like the Des Moines site? Give me a one if nice and big and everything. Okay. Okay. So I'm building, even though this was an old site, I'm building on a brand new site. Okay. So one thing I want to kind of give you guys some heads up about best practices. If you're going to use the website wizard on a site that already has a bunch of pages and shit like that, back it up first. Okay, take a backup. And I'll talk you through this when we go through this. Okay. But as of right now, I just wanted to show you, look, this is an empty site. There a lot of testing has gone on into this. So let's empty the trash so that we know it's fully empty. Okay. And let's go look at Xagio. Now, where I think you guys should start when you install Xagio upgrade, you see AgentX. There's a couple of new things in Xagio that you may not have noticed that I think are going to make your sites even better. One of them is if you go to SEO settings and you go to profiles. This is a new button where if you're building local sites, okay, and you have a business name, you're going to want to put in your contact details, any social media pages you have. If you're in any of these business directories and shit like that, do it. If you're working for a client, it's as easy as just looking up the client's name. So, for instance, if I was to write Des Moines, Iowa Catering, and I'm going to pretend like this is a client of mine. Okay, so let's say that this guy was a client of mine and I was, for some reason, going to build him a site or something. I would want to just search him on Google, right? And find out all his profiles. Like I did this for Briggs. I don't know if you guys saw me do Briggs. They were a new client of mine. Okay, so I'm going to look for their Facebook page. I'm going to look for their Twitter page, their Instagram page, YouTube page, X page. Like I'm going to look for all this stuff so that I can set it up for them. If they have an address, an email, a phone number, I'm going to populate all that data right away, right? Now, if I'm building a new site like a lead gen or a rank and rent and I don't actually have address, then I'm just not going to put it in there. I'll put in the city and the state and the country, right? And maybe a postal code, but I won't put in an exact address, and that's okay. I'm only going to put in the data that I actually have. If I don't have social media profiles, that's okay. I can either create them and then enter them, or I can just leave them blank and update it later on. Okay. So I'm going to put this stuff in. Now, that's really the most important part. Now we're going to go to AgentX and we're going to actually involve this in AgentX as a best practices window. Global's coming. We're not there yet. We're focused on local first. So we're going to click get started. This is how AgentX works. Okay, I'm going to remove existing pages. This will remove all the pages on your site if you're working with an existing site. Okay, and I don't have any, so that's not really necessary. And then I'm going to say, I want to use one of those beautiful Xagio templates. Then it's going to open up your template picker. Now, couple notes about this. Today is the worst version it's ever going to be. Not all of our templates are working the way we want to. We're going to make them all work the way we want to. Okay. And you need to have the template credit for the template you're going to choose. Okay. So if you like real estate, but you haven't claimed real estate as a template in your plan yet. So I'm going to go over to my dashboard and go over to templates. Okay. You'll know whether you've claimed it or not, because we have all these templates in here, right? You get, depending on your plan, how many template credits you get per month. Once you claim them, they're yours forever. Okay. But it has to be claimed. Otherwise, the wizard will say to you, hey, you don't have that claimed yet. Go claim it. Okay. We're going to make that more clear here. But let's go. So this is Des Moines, Iowa catering. I'm going to select this template. That's the one I want to use. I can preview it, right? I can click on the little preview button. It'll take me to the template subdomain so I can see what it looks like. And you can see it's a bunch of lorem ipsum content and weird header text and shit like that. Okay. But that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to click on continue. Okay. That's the design I want. Here comes AgentX. It's checking. Do you have Elementor? Yes, our templates are Elementor. We've always said that. So we're going to do it. Now our template installer is automatic. See what's happening right now? You no longer have to do this yourself. This is also built into the plugin. There you go. It just installed the template for me. The template kit didn't have to do anything. What city is my business in? Des Moines. What's my keyword? Catering. Okay. Catering Des Moines, Google United States, search the location United States. Let's continue. What is it going to do? Where's the best place to get relevant keywords from the top ranking competitors? Okay. AgentX is going to pre select the best sites for you, but it is your choice who you would like to analyze. I'm just going to go with the guys they selected to give you the bare minimum, okay, without any real massive edits or anything. Here we go. Yes, if you don't want to use one of our templates, you can use your own sites. It will do all the content and stuff like that, but it'll just apply it as content and then it's up to you to do your own designs. We wanted to give it to people who just don't know how to design, don't want to design. And also another point about Elementor templates. Elementor has a free version and a pro version. We have templates for free versions and pro versions. Okay, so here I get a pre-clustered list of keywords from the top ranking sites based on the keyword catering Des Moines, right? Now, I don't want to build all these pages. Now, if I'm going to tell you guys anything and want you to pay attention to anything that I say, this is it. Right here, guys. This is what is going to make or break the success, not of the build, but of your rankings. Okay? A good keyword plan, right? Targeting the right keywords in the right clusters is going to make or break the success of your SEO. So what we've done is we've given you a very simplified version of the project planner. And how I do things is like this, okay? Since I've got a whole bunch of keyword clusters, number one, I know I'm only interested in catering. So I'm going to open up what is called the global word cloud. This is every individual word that exists in every group. See, if I click on Moines, every keyword has Moines in it. But what I'm most interested in, okay, is catering. So I'm going to click on catering. And then because I want to include things like catering, caterer, caterific, I'm going to back that keyword up to just cater. And that's going to basically give me every group I want. So there's catering. I'm going to seed that group. Okay. And you're going to see what happens. It gives me all the groups except now I have a group called catering that has all the keywords in it. So I'm going to deselect this group and I'm going to get rid of everything else. Groups, delete selected groups. This is very, very easy. Okay. And I'm left with one group of a bunch of Des Moines catering keywords. Give me a one if we're making sense so far. Great. Give me a two if you're like, what the hell is going on right now? 99% ones. Okay, now I am left with a long list of catering keywords in Iowa, but I want to further cluster these. Now I have multiple options to do this. My favorite, so here's option one, cluster keywords, right? And I could set up new clusters and play with minimum word matches, play with this, and just click on preview until I'm happy. My favorite way of doing it now, because we built some new functions, is like this. Wedding is a type of catering. Barbecue is a type of catering. Taco is a type of catering. Breakfast is a type of catering. Iowa, well, Des Moines is in Iowa. So cream, ice cream. I've done this before, so you can tell what I'm doing. And then let's see, West catering in West Des Moines. That's kind of like a location. Okay. Oh, lunch. Okay, good. So I've selected a bunch, right? Now, when I go to the actions and go to seed, you'll see there's a 7 there. It presets up all my seeds for me so that when I click seed new group, bloop, bloop, done, right? So I have a barbecue catering group, very tight. I have a breakfast catering group, very tight. Ice cream catering, lunch catering, wedding catering. I see like all these hearts floating on the screen. This is awesome. Um, Did I say breakfast catering already? I see a breakfast catering here and I see a breakfast catering here. Oh, this is West Des Moines, but breakfast catering snuck in there, so I see why it did that. Makes sense. Taco catering. And then my main group that didn't fit any of those other things, let's see what's left. I'm going to sort by volume. Okay. Caterers in Des Moines, caterers. Taste to Go sounds like a company, sounds like a company. Oh, pasta catering, that can go in its own group. So I'm going to delete these two keywords because I don't want to target other companies. So gear icon for the group, delete selected keywords. Okay, those are gone now. And then I saw one other one. What was it? Well, I want to get rid of that too. Okay, let's delete that keyword. And pay attention in the back of your mind of how long I'm working. Okay. Because I said this is where you make or break your SEO success in setting up tight clusters. Okay. Pasta. So let's go up here, make sure we select all the pasta keywords, and then I'm going to go back to my actions, seed keywords, pasta, seed new group. So that is now gone and it is in a pasta group. Well, guess what? I now have all my clusters ready to go, and that took me all of, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, great. The next step, guys, and we're going to make this more intuitive, is which one of these clusters is going to be my home page? Well, it's going to be this big guy, the big root of it all. So I'm going to select this home button, and we're going to make this way more intuitive, and say, this is going to be my home page. Everything else is service pages. Okay, run the wizard. My hand's off my mouse. I'm done. Okay, what time is it? It's 11:28 a.m. How many minutes did I spend creating clusters? Not one keyboard thing except for to put in the initial keyword. And now AgentX is going to get to work and do the agent SEO thing, which is this is the best part, guys. How do I even explain this? Okay, first thing it's going to do is it's going to fetch the keyword competition metrics for every single keyword in every single cluster. Why? Because when it gets to the next step, optimizing groups with AI, it's going to use those keyword competition metrics to understand what are your lowest hanging fruit keywords in each cluster. And it's going to optimize for those keyword phrases the most aggressively. But as you saw, there was a cloud for each group, which is a count of the unique words in each cluster. So after it chooses the best overall keyword to go for, it's going to remember, don't forget these other individual unique words. Use them in the back half of your title, use them in your description so that you are fully optimized. Now, Xagio was already very good at this, right? With the old version of Xagio. AgentX is just doing every page for you all at once. But that's why it's getting keyword competition metrics so that it can give you the best optimizations possible for every single page without you having to do it page by page by page. Then what's it going to do? Then it's going to create the pages for you on WordPress. Remember, guys, we started with a 0 page website. Okay, that's the kit, the 4 page templates that are in there. That's one of the first things we do is import your legal page, your service page, your home page, and your contact page from our templates. Think of that as a bonus itself to have a branded legal page on your sites because that's good for Google to see, and a branded contact page that you don't even have to think about. Okay. Now, once it creates all the pages from those clusters, it's going to assign the home page to the home page. It's going to assign the service pages to the service pages. Then it's going to write all the content. And where is it going to understand how to write this content and how to place this content? Well, it's going to look at the optimizations first of all and say, what is this page about? Well, it's about the meta optimization that it's going to write here. Oh, okay. It's about barbecue catering in Des Moines. So it's going to write content about barbecue catering in Des Moines, right? Again, Xagio already did this and it was really good at it. But now it's just doing it for you for every single page all at once. But how does it have good optimizations? Because it chose the right low-hanging fruit keywords once it analyzed the competition. Well, where did we get the competition from? From all the top ranking sites for the root keyword. This is what makes Xagio, or this is what makes AgentX an agent. There's a big difference in AI between an AI like ChatGPT and an AI agent like AgentX. ChatGPT is a one-to-one relationship. You feed it a prompt, it gives you something back. An agent takes something, you feed it a prompt, it gives you something back, but instead of giving it to you, it gives it back to itself and analyzes its own return and then builds off that return. And then it does it again, and then it does it again, and then it does it again, so that the end result is something quite amazing. That's what an agent is, right? An agent can talk and use other parts of AI input, right? And that's what makes AgentX an agent. It's an AI agent. It's doing the AI analysis here so that it can do an AI optimization, so that it can write AI content, so that it can also write AI schema. It's truly a full process. And now this is an industry first. In the chat, guys, and I'm going to take a screenshot of the answers. What Xagio is doing now has not been yet done to the depth that we are able to do it. I use is anyone familiar with Lovable? Let me show you Lovable, okay? Because it's probably one of the closest things that I can think of to what Xagio AI is doing. Lovable is a coding tool, okay? And of course, it's not going to load for me on this webinar because Lovable is becoming very popular very fast. Yeah, it's poo poo the bear. Um, Lovable's a coding tool that can basically build and code you apps. It's really cool, right? I have an app coming that I'm going to give you guys. Well, I'll sell it later, but I'm going to give you guys access to this app, depending on your plan in Xagio, that is going to allow agencies to chat with clients on a one-to-one relationship. And I built it all in Lovable. Now, I've seen AIs do graphics, right? Really good graphics. Chat GPT just increased their graphics capacity so much that they've surpassed everyone else's graphics capacity. Then there's tools like Hedra, which can take an image and animate it with a voice. And there's all these other AI tools that do all these really cool things. But to get them to all work together, you need multiple AI services strung together. And even still, when a subscription, an AI subscription for graphics, an AI subscription for video, an AI subscription for content, an AI subscription for coding, it's still worth it because it's so good and it's so fast, right? And that's why I'm using it. But I have yet to see an AI that can tie it all together without someone building a custom agent the way that Xagio does. And this part, guys, like I said at the start of the webinar, part preparation, part luck. Like we never built templates when we'd set out to build templates with the idea of eventually writing content to the templates. Oh, by the way, this is probably done. Oh no, it's still optimizing. So we never built templates with the idea of eventually one day having AI write to them. So that part was kind of lucky. And it was lucky that I met Suryanchu because he was such an amazing designer to be able to do this. And then lucky to hire the team that we have to be able to understand and build Xagio. We've been at this for 10 years. There's nothing else on the market. Now, here's the question. I'm going to screenshot this. What do you guys know of that can, by putting in a seed keyword, build you a fully optimized, content rich, schema rich site? It does all the keyword research, competition research, builds the site. It's fully designed for as many pages as you want or as many keywords as you can find in like 10 minutes for like a cost of about $20 per website. What tool can do all that? Somebody comment. Manus cannot. I've used Manus. Manus is not even close. Not to the degree that we're doing it. Okay, now I'm going to screenshot this. I've used Manus. I don't actually see the big deal as much as everyone else. Okay. I'm just screenshotting this so you guys can see this. I'm not sure if you can see. Okay. Nothing. Manus maybe. This AI site builder puts all others to shame. Don't know, none, don't know. You already know the answer. None, none. I've never seen it. I've never seen it, guys, and I'm involved in AI heavily. And I'll tell you one thing, guys, what what's super special about what we're doing, okay, is right in here. These first three steps. Like the way that we grab keywords and then the way that the AI knows how to optimize a cluster of keywords. You know why no one can touch it like that? Because the prompt was built by me and my team. Because we know how to do SEO. And I can say that very confidently. I really do understand SEO, especially local. Local's the easiest one of all. Okay. And through understanding SEO, I was able to build a prompt, right? Through a lot of back and forth. Sometimes I swear at ChatGPT and say mean things and say, why are you not getting this? Right? But say, this is the things that have to happen. This is the data that you need. This is the order of operations that you have to take with that data to get to this point. And I'm talking about telling it even specifics about how to write an H1 tag, how to write a title tag, right? It's very specific. How to analyze the data properly. That now things that AI helped me with this on this front are when I have 10 keywords with multiple different search volumes and multiple different competition levels, most people would always just go after the one with the most traffic, right? And then we started looking at that. Well, this one has 1,000 searches a month and only 20 in title, but this one has 1,500 searches a month and 30 in title. Which one's actually more opportunistic? AI helped me devise the algorithm to understand the lowest score, right? And then we tested it, and I was like, boom, your algorithm's working awesome, right? Because I know how to do SEO. I know how to build a title. I know how to make it optimize properly, right? So that prompt that's in the background, that's taking that keyword competition metrics and then applying the thought of the prompt to it to create the optimizations is how we're able to get content that's so good on the back end and how we're able to optimize so well, you know what I mean, from the keyword clusters. And there's not a tool that can do that. Now, Manus could do it. Okay. I'm not saying Manus can't do it. It can do it, but it has to know how to do it. You can't just say to Manus, hey, what's Herc's methodologies? It doesn't know, right? And Chat GPT, like it doesn't know. It knows. Think about this, guys. How does Chat GPT know what it knows? It searches the internet. So it's only as good as the information that's on the internet, right? And unless someone's putting explicit information that's ranking on the first page about how to do something properly, it doesn't really know. So you got to tell it. And that's what training is, right? That's why we talk about, or if you've heard about AI, well, training AI. So we trained the AI. And then we built the schema builder. Now, it's going to be fun to look at the schema. Hopefully it works out. Um, the reason back at the start that I showed you guys the new SEO settings, okay, where I said, give us your profile information, is because we were having the AI write schema for us based on our pages, based on our optimizations, right? And the content was coming out really good. And then we'd say, okay, now write us the schema. And it was writing schema and it was really good, but it always used mock data, right? It would call the business some random name, give it some random address and shit like that. It still had all the elements in place, but it didn't know what the right shit was to use. So you tell it, this is my business name, this is my business address, city, state, country, blah, 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 blah. So you tell it what to use. I'm not going to be picking, you guys saw what I did. That's it. I'm done building the website. I'm going to walk away and have a coffee or do a webinar, right? You can navigate away from this page until the wizard is completed. It's building. But now it knows what to build. It knows the information of what to build because we feed it to the AI. And but the cool thing is it's going to read the content and the optimizations and choose the best schema type to build. I'm not telling it build a local business schema or build an organization schema or build an FAQ schema. It's going to read the content and then say the best type of schema for this type of content is this. And thank you for all that extra information. I'm going to implement that profile information into that schema for you because we told it to. which is crazy, right? I think this is actually done. It'll say when it's done, you'll get a little. You don't even need GPD for this to work, Kurt. You can not own any AI tool except for Xagio, and this will work. Xagio is literally, I mean, I hate to say it, guys, but it's all you need. It's yeah. Someone says Amy's like it's crazy good. It is. I mean, I don't use Ahrefs anymore. I have an Ahrefs account. I have a Moz account. I've never really done keyword research on them. I know you can, and you can still integrate the keyword research that you do with those other tools into Xagio. There's nothing like the project planner anywhere in the world. And the project planner, what is it really? Okay, well, first of all, it's a spreadsheet on steroids with they're done. Let's close all these windows so that we can do this. This I'll come back to that thought later. Done. Here's my homepage, my new homepage. Okay, caterers, Des Moines, Iowa, leading Iowa catering services. Welcome. I didn't write this. Welcome to Des Moines Catering, where culinary passion meets exceptional services. Blah 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 blah. Our journey of culinary mastery at Des Moines Catering. Our journey began with a passion. Blah 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 blah. Um, let's just keep going. Signature menus and customized catering, corporate and business events. We understand. Celebrate your special day. Exquisite culinary creations, unparalleled service, testimonials. I was thoroughly impressed by the meticulous planning, the seamless service, FAQs about our catering services. Which events do you specialize? We offer this, we offer this, we offer this. Des Moines, Iowa catering. Let's do one other thing. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to my profile data again because remember, that's an important part to this if you want to speed up your process. Xagio, I'm seeing hearts flying on the screen again. I love this. I'm gonna go to SEO settings. Give me more hearts. I want to see how you guys are doing that. I see ice cream hearts. That's so cool. I never seen that actually. I don't even have that's like showing up on my browser. Okay, so let me show you this, okay? The business contract names that I gave it, guys, 123 Eat Ave, okay? And Des Moines Catering. Notice what's down here? 123 Eat Ave, Des Moines, Iowa, 50047, 50047. My phone number 1-800-123-4567. Email, it's all matched up. It's done. Like it's done. Our job, guys, as developers with Xagio and with AgentX is to give you better shit faster, cheaper. That's what AI does. And that's why we built this agent. Let's take a look at some of the other. Oh, wait, before we do, let's look at the optimizations of the things, okay? Whoops, no, now I'm doing a screen recording. Let's stop that. Do you guys still see my screen? I don't know if that. Okay, so caterers, Des Moines, Iowa. So there's our description, our URL. Okay, let's look at our headings. H1, good. H2, sub H3s for the H2s. Really, really good. Schema, come on, baby. I know there was a little bit of an issue on it last time. It happened again, but I know it works. We're going to figure that one out. Like I said, guys, we do expect some bugs, but we're brand new. But it does write good schema. We've seen it, right? Um, Okay, let's go take a look at the other pages. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of pages. Okay, so the home page we already saw. There's our breakfast page. Here's our barbecue catering page. There's one of our location pages. There's our lunch page. There's our ice cream catering page. Our pasta page. That was fun. Taco catering and this catering. So boom, breakfast catering. I'm gonna scroll through these fast. So it's done. It's done. So, guys, you can come in and replace any of the photos and stuff that you want. And now, what I recommend for photos and shit like that is use ChatGPT. It's amazing at photos. Now, there's a bazillion AI tools that do photos, but honestly, guys, when we create the templates, we're using AI to create the templates so that the photos match the template. So you're good to go. But it's up to you what you want to do from here. But we just cut out 90% of the work, 95% of the work of you guys launching a website that, again, is fully keyword researched, fully optimized, fully content written, schema written, pages built, design is done, mobile optimized, and that took all of however many minutes. It's 47 minutes since we've been on the webinar, but I started that process. Please don't let my clients, guys, think of the implications of this for the next few years. Like AI is going to continually get better, but right now, guys, if there's any designers out there that you feel like our designs are maybe better than your designs, like me and Suryanchu are working hard on my SEO agency side of things again, and we're designing sites for clients for thousands of dollars. Like, could you imagine putting up a few sites as a design portfolio and saying, "Yeah, I'll throw together a website for you, but let me do you more than that. I'm not just going to build you a website like most designers do. I'm actually going to do all your keyword research for you, and I'm going to optimize your site. I'll write your content, your schema. I'll do it all for you. You know what I mean? Just give me 14 days." And then like 10 minutes later, it's done. And then you say, "You know what? I know I was going to charge you 2 grand, but I really like you. I'm gonna give you $500 off and only charge you 1,500. And why don't you let me stay on as an SEO?" Kind of pitches like that. What are these sellable for? What will you sell a website that takes you 10 minutes to build for to other people? No. You can, somebody said you control schema on the pasta. Oh, the pasta page got it right. Let's go to the pasta page. Here we go. Let's look at the schema that it wrote. Local business, Des Moines Catering, URL, description, pasta catering, logo, image, telephone, email, address, contact point is the secondary number, same as profiles, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And there you go. It chose local business and filled in all the data for it for me. And we'll make sure that that's working on a lot of this. I know it failed on some of the other pages, but again, remember, guys, it's the worst it's ever going to be. What you just saw. Give me a score out of 10. What you just saw is the worst it's ever going to be. How many websites are you going to build? Like, this is nuts. This is nuts. Like 5 today. Okay, let me. This is awesome. What's the schema extension? That's detailed Chrome extension. It's just a fast Chrome extension to let me read the meta optimizations. Okay, so I don't know. Give me a yes if you're on a paid plan of Xagio right now. Give me a no if you're not. There's some no's. There's a lot of yeses. Okay. So for anyone that's not on a paid plan, okay, we're gonna give you an offer. It's only gonna last for 17 minutes. How many zags is? Oh, you know what? Before I get to that, let me answer more of those questions, okay? The 17-minute offer, because hopefully you guys know how fair I like to be, how ethical I like to be. It's very important to me. The reason you're going to get a 17-minute offer, everybody that joins Xagio, when you click that upgrade button inside, I don't see it because my account's like an admin account, but when you click that upgrade button, you get 17 minutes to get a 20% off every year or every month discount. And if you don't take it, then you got to pay full price. Now we're going to change that flow a little bit, but I'm going to give that offer back to a lot of people that haven't, that maybe they clicked it and they didn't know what the hell Xagio was and they lost it. I'm going to give it back to you guys one more time. But let me answer some questions first because um, there's some good ones. How many Zags does it cost to run the wizard? I had that in my notes somewhere. I know who's going to cover this. Basically, guys, you can look at it like this. I'm going to go to the pricing page, okay? And I'm going to break this down in terms. It depends how many Zags it's going to cost based on, number one, How many sites do you analyze to find keywords? Number two, how many keywords are in each cluster? Number three, how many clusters? Right? Oh, and then the last thing it does for you guys, by the way, just so you know, it automatically sent all the keywords to the rank tracker for you so that you don't even have to worry about that as well. Right? So we have to look at it in terms of this, okay? I think we said on average, for an average site, about 5 page site is going to be about 25 zags to run the wizard. That's two on the light account. You can build about two per month, right? So if we go to the monthly pricing, it's $47, right? That's our highest price. We'll give you guys this thing. So if you divide that in half, that's 23.50. It's costing you about $25 to build a site on average. And that's an average 5 page site. Okay. Give me a yes if that makes sense to you. So it's about five zags per page, but it can vary, right? Like if I analyze, 15 of the top ranking sites, that's going to cost more and I'm going to get more keywords back. And then if I say build me 100 pages, it's going to cost more because we still have to do the optim or the keyword competition lookups. We still have to do the optimizations. We still have to do the content writing. We still have to do the schema writing. So I'm letting you know. But if you guys saw when I was building it, it's giving you a very close approximate based on the average cost of things. And that's how we kind of do it because we don't know what it's going to cost until it comes back. So we give you, I think the last, Marco, if you can remind me, we average out the cost of the last like 20 or 30 runs and say like it typically costs this much based on this average. This is how much you can expect to spend, right? And that happened in the wizard. So if I just, let's just go like continue again. Well, there was a bar down at the bottom that said, with this many keywords and this many pages, it's going to cost you this much. Okay, so we tell you. Now, how many zags does it cost you to get back to that? So the light plan, if you're going to be building 2 sites a month, or if you're going to be building in the light plan with the agent, you'll get about two a month. And that'll eat up all your credits for the month. If you're on the pro plan, four or 10, I think it was. Yeah, no, because it's based on credits. Yeah, that's right. So 25 zags will get you one website. You get 50 zags on the light account per month. You get 250, so that's 10 websites from the pro account per month. The agency plan, since that's 3 times, that's 30 websites per month. The other factor to keep in mind here, guys, is the amount of templates. Light accounts get one new template claim per month. Pro accounts get three. Agency accounts get 10. Okay. We also have a Xagio store where you can buy more credits that don't expire because these are rollover credits. You can also buy more templates. Okay. Does that make sense to everyone? I'll make this more clear on a replay follow up and shit like that. But it's about 25 zags per build, dependent, and that's about a 5 page website. Call it about 5 zags per page. But that's an insanely good, if you ask me, is $23 a good price? If you're on the most expensive plan we got value wise, is $23. Are you guys willing to pay $23 for one of those sites to be built out? Is that a good deal on the worst plan we got? Not a bad correlation. Well, I like breaking it down into like, dollars and cents because I know the credit system kind of adds that layer of confusion. What I like to compare it to, guys, is do you remember when Surfer SEO came out with like the major content optimized content writer thing and they were charging $30 per piece of content? And then everyone like shit their pants and then they're like, okay, 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 we'll lower it to 20. And I think now it's 10. $10 for a piece of content. And apparently it's out of this world content. But I've got a whole webinar on position one marketing. So if we go to new incognito window, Edmonton SEO, okay? Something like 3,600 searches per month for an SEO keyword in a city of 1.5 million people, and I'm ranking number two. Like I said, I bounce around between one, two, and three. And if you go into and you look at this keyword inside of Surfer SEO, my website has the least amount of content, the worst content score, and the least amount of backlinks out of the entire top 10. I have the worst score in all three. So don't tell me that optimized content is a must. Don't tell me that. I don't believe it. I don't buy into that. You know what I do believe is a must? Good keyword research, good clustering, and good optimization based on those keywords. And you won't believe how many times, guys, I have brought a client to the first page. Okay, another a city of 1.5 million people, drywallers. Okay, Briggs 10 is my client. You won't believe how many times I have brought a client to the first page on meta optimization alone, right? Nobody really believes in the power of meta optimization as much as I do. And I because I've spent my whole career on the fundamentals of SEO and understanding the power of the fundamentals. It's insanely powerful. Edmonton SEO. I got to page one by re-optimizing my site. This Briggs 10 client, I got to page one by re-optimizing their site. And do you know how refreshing it is for a client to search to do this? Okay, shit, I need some SEO on my site. So they type in Edmonton SEO and they're checking out YED Digital and Andy Coop. See, it just changed right now on one search. So they go to YEG Digital and they see this big corporation. Excuse me. And then they go to Andy and they see this and then they check these guys out, right? Let me open two tabs here for a second. And they get to position one marketing and they're like, let me back up and show you the difference because every agency in the world is the same. And I hate the same. I hate the same. I'm like, how can we be different? That's like my mantra. Like agency, agency, agency. Well, look at this. 2,500 a month custom SEO, 1,250 a month, 650 a month for GBP optimization. Huh. And then you come over here and you're like, okay, well, what about these position one marketing guys? Because I mean, they must know what they're doing, right? Because they're right up there. Okay. And then you get here and then you see a breath of fresh air. Now watch this. And this was a test that I was running and a successful one. And I'll tell you why I did it. No contracts, no monthly fees, real results, no website. Let me review your site for free. Give me your details. So the leads start coming in, right? Now, this client, that Briggs, that drywaller client came through and they're like, how much is this going to cost me monthly? And I was like, no, 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 no. We don't do monthly fees here. Right. And this is how I sell. And I'll tell you guys how I sell. I don't do monthly fees. Why? Well, because there's two parts to SEO. There's your website and everything that we can do for your website. And that's what I'm going to charge you for right now. But then there's everything else that we have to do off of the website. And that's basically, the backlinks and all that other shit. I said, until you've got your fundamentals right, until your website is properly optimized and set up, we have no business building backlinks because we have no idea where you're going to be ranking. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm not going to charge you $2,000 a month yet. Because what if I optimize your site and you hit page one? That's unethical for me to continue charging you. And she's like, really? And all my clients are like, yeah, yeah, this is great. I love this, right? You're not going to nail every keyword in every page just on-page optimization, but I'll guarantee you one thing, guys, and I've done it time and time and time again, you will nail the good shit. Because Xagio knows what the right keywords are. The AI says your fruity keyword is right here, and I mean that in the good sense, right? Like your low-hanging fruit. Okay, let's go to Rank Tracker for a second and look at Briggs and show you what happens. And I think you guys have seen this on my other training webinars where I talked about the Briggs situation because it was an awesome one, right? So Briggs 10, Edmonton, and I'm going to show you the rank graph, and I'm going to show you how fast this shit can happen. Okay. There it is right there. The day that I started working with them. Let's zoom in because you can see it's stuck, right? So let's go all the way over here. Let's zoom up. Thursday, August 29th, 2024. I always tell this to my clients. The first thing we're going to do is number one, we're going to find all the right keywords for all the pages on your site. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to start tracking the rankings of all those keywords. We're going to have meetings and we're going to make sure that these are the right keywords and that you agree, right? Oh, yeah, someone said post a link to buy. Uh, one second. I'm not as concerned about selling as I am about telling my story, which is weird, right? I said, if you agree to these keywords, we're going to track the rankings now so we know where you are right now. Does that make sense? And they're like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Because my job is not to pick up your phone. My job is to make it ring. And the only way I can make your site ring or your phone ring is if I bring more traffic to your website. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay, well, the way that I'm going to bring more traffic to your website is by increasing the rankings for relevant keywords. Does that make sense? Yes, that makes sense. Then that's the only report you need is a ranking chart. Okay, I get that, right? And they love it. So I contact them as soon as I turn on the rank tracker. I'm like, okay, you guys are on like page 3 for your main keyword, drywallers Edmonton. I run Xagio on their site, optimize it, and look at this: Saturday, August 31st, 28, Monday, September 2nd, 9. Meta optimization alone. No links, no content, no nothing. Okay. And then if we extend that out, and they were ecstatic, they're like, we're on the first page. Like, don't worry, it ain't over yet. Oh, oh. Holy shit, they're in the top 2. Because Google's just like, yeah, baby. I'm telling you guys. Sir Yanshu will vouch for this because he was doing SEO before he met me. I showed him the Xagio way. He's ranking sites like a boss now. Optimization, guys, is the first thing you got to do. And you got to get it right, but you don't even need to know how to do it anymore because Xagio does it for you. Right? Then, once you're properly optimized, then once your clients see the improvements, and then they say, yeah, but I want to rank for drop ceiling too. Okay. Well, we moved you from number 63 to number 9 and bouncing around. But if you really want to push that up, I'm going to need a bit of a monthly retainer to build links. And now they're like, no problem. Does that all make sense to you guys? That sales process. And guess what? Xagio just made that entire thing this fast with AgentX. Crazy fast because now you can sell designs, rankings, everything. Let your mind, do whatever it does to wander. Now, if you guys want to get started, okay, I am going to post this link now. It's going to be 20% off. You're going to have 17 minutes if you visit this page. So don't visit this page if you aren't ready to buy because I've already shown you the pricing. I'm going to go back to the pricing page, okay? Here we have annual plans and monthly plans. Credits do not roll over. This is a cell phone plan that doesn't roll over, okay? This is going to be 2 AgentX sites a month approximately. This is going to be 10 a month approximately. This is going to be 30 a month approximately. 1 template credit a month, 3 template credits a month, 10 template credits a month. But they will always be available once you claim them. Does that make sense? So we're going to give you a 20% off coupon that is 20% recurring, meaning if you pick up an annual package, which by the way, guys, if you go to annual, it's much, much cheaper. Obviously, you get like 2 months free. We're going to give you 20% off every year or 20% off every month for anyone that wants it. So I'm going to post that link. You guys can go in there. Don't worry about anything. The coupon's already applied in the buttons. So let me go there with you. And I'm telling you guys, I'm not joking. It's a 17-minute offer. Everybody gets the same 17 minutes, so I'm not bullshitting anyone. Okay, that's why we do it this way. 30-day money-back guarantee if you don't like it. Yes, X Agent is going to have some bugs. Yes, today is the worst version it's ever going to be. If you don't know me or Xagio or the team, Go in the Facebook group, ask around, is Herc legit? Is this literally a piece of shit that he's slouching, or is it something that he's been developing for 10 years and he's constantly made it better? And that should answer your questions about that whole thing. Okay. Uh yes, it applies if you already have Xagio Ben, and just contact support in that case. So upgrade offer, guys, 17-minute timer on it, and it lowers the price. I'll bring up the price page again. So I put that link in the chat already. And I have one more thing for you guys, for whoever has accounts. It's agio.com pricing. Okay, there's the regular pricing. Okay, so monthly 47, and this one is 37. 77 instead of 97, 147 instead of 197 on the annuals. It's even better. Okay, you guys do your thing. You know what's there. URL should be in the chat, but the URL is zagio.com/upgrade offer. I think I just, oh, you know what? You're right. I didn't send it to everyone. There you go. Do you guys all see it now? Give me a one if you see the URL in the chat. Thank you. Do you need to upgrade if you already have an account? No, you don't. This is not a paid upgrade. This is a thank you for being a customer. Here's a new cool feature upgrade. And to upgrade, how do I upgrade? How do I use AgentX and see AgentX? Well, you're gonna see if I go to, let's say, I don't know. Let me go into my site. I don't know, even Briggs 10. No, let's go into app.zadio. I'm gonna show you that Branko, I believe, pushed the update to the WordPress repo just a little bit. Yeah, I can see already. Here is Xagio, or not WordPress, Xagio plugins updates are out. Brank, did you push it? I'm looking at our chat. I'm not sure if he's on the Webby. Let me go to a different site. Well, I'll log into this one. Yeah, if you already have a Xagio plan, you're good to go. Just update the plugin. So you go, Xagio version installed, update to 7.1, major upgrade, 7.1.0. So as you can see right now, Xagio, you don't see any agents. I can't even say the word AgentX update plugin. Okay, this is on WordPress, guys. The WordPress repo. So you do that, and then it's updated, and then you refresh your cache or whatever. If you have caching plugins, refresh your caching plugins and all that shit so that you're refreshed, and you will see Agent X now in your menu. It is live, and you can get going. Now, the other thing for everyone who has an account, I'd like to give you a coupon. We do have a Xagio store. I know that some people are like, oh shit, want more templates. Okay, number one, guys, we have 85 templates, but only a few of them are ready to go, which we saw. Um, Number one, which we saw when we were there. We're only putting out templates as they're perfectly working. So right now, again, if I click on use templates, we have carpenter, real estate, septic, windows, blacksmith, mold, restaurant, yoga, catering, towing, interior design, auto repair, therapist, junk removal, handyman, packers, videographer, locksmith, flooring, carpet, photographer, barbershop, gym, home inspections, eye care, welding services, dental care, siding services, and garage door. We will have all 85 templates done very soon, within a week, I'd say. And you can repurpose a template to anything. Remember that. Okay. Just because you choose the dental care template doesn't mean you can't build anything else. That's just what the template looks like. The content and everything will come through the way it is. You just have to swap out the images. Because if you build a tree site on a dental template, you're probably going to want to change the images to trees. Does that make sense, guys? But all 85 templates will be available shortly. The next thing, guys, you have to have it claimed, the template, okay, in your cloud. Okay. And it'll tell you, like if you go to select a template that you haven't claimed yet and you go to run it, it'll say, you don't have this template yet. We're going to move that to the front end though, so that it says claim first if you don't have it. So we're going to make it easier. Um, what else was I going to say? The store. Okay, we have a Xagio store for all you people that have plans and you're like, shit, yeah, I want to get going. You can either upgrade your plan, okay, and you can contact support if you want to upgrade your plan, or you can go to the store and buy X banks and templates right here. And I'm going to give you a coupon right now that's going to give you 20% off the entire store. Okay. Let me find it. I think it was AgentX, which would make sense. Yeah, it is. Okay, here's a coupon. And let's send that to everyone. There you go. Coupon AgentX. So if you go and you want to buy, 2000 X banks, which is what, 100 websites for $897, you go here, you put in this coupon. Oh, shit. I don't have a coupon selector on this page. I'll get the coupon selector up. Sorry, guys. X banks don't expire. Yeah, that's the difference. Your plan, when you buy a plan, guys, those roll over every month. X banks are like, give me credits that will last until I use them. That's the difference. Guys, listen, I'll tell you this. Okay, support. There's a lot of people asking questions about plans and stuff like that. I obviously can't help individually on a webinar, but I'll tell you to go to support. Right here. If you see Alex and Tanya showing up, that means they're live. So just click on this, give us your name and your email, and start a chat with Alex or Tanya. Sometimes Vasek, sometimes myself. If you're on the front end of Xagio, we're assuming you're like, if, for instance, if you go to Xagio.com, we also have a chat there. But we've been, given that we're in the AI world, we have an AI answering chats on the front end for more like a sales bot, but Alex and Tanya are there sometimes. But if Alex and Tanya aren't around and you chat, you're going to get our AI bot, but he's still pretty awesome. But if you have a plan, guys, this doesn't use an AI bot. This goes directly to Alex and Tanya. So if you want to upgrade or have questions that I can't answer directly on the webinar, just hit up Alex and Tanya. They're here for you. And then if they're not online, you can go talk to the front end agency bot. Okay, now I'm going to get back to some questions. That's the whole demo, which is really cool. Does everything make sense to everyone? Alex is quick on support. Will the discount work for Rank and Rent Club? Yes, it will. If I want to build something for a type of business other than the template, will Xagent also create the custom images? No, it can only do the image stuff right now if you supply a design. Otherwise, if you don't choose to use a template, it will still do all the work and write all the content and schema and shit like that, but it'll just build, like I can show you, it'll just build the content and give you like a pile of content. And then you have to apply a design to the content, but it'll still do the keyword research, competition research, optimizations of all the pages, write the content, write the schema, create the pages. You just won't have a template applied. For the white label reporting domains, why would I need more than one? For you don't, it's how you use it. For me, what I do is I use it for front end, back end. And what I mean by that is for people that I'm trying to turn into a client, I use reports.position one marketing subdomain. And then when I have a client on board, I use clients.position one marketing. And I only do that for, um, I don't know, just an extra layer of kind of professionalism. So like when I have a client, I say, go to clients.position one marketing to view, your shit. And when it's someone that's over here, I use this one. But I mean, I could have like any word. It could be like poo poo on position one marketing and send that out to everyone, and it wouldn't really matter. But for me, I don't know, I'm OCD, right? So I do it like that. A couple more upgrades that you guys may or may not know about. The rank tracker now has the white label built into it. So let me go over to the rank tracker and show you that. And we've really improved everything and not really talked a lot about it. We just quietly built cool shit. This is my biggest weakness, guys. I am not a marketer. I don't like to market and sell. I like to build. right? So like, and then I don't tell people about the shit I build. I just like build it, and then I'm like, oh, this is awesome, and then I don't tell anybody. But let's say you want to share, like for instance, my Briggs, well, not Briggs, Brig, Daniel, you and me both. I'm not a sales guy either. I mean, I really should focus on selling because money pays the bills, but I really love building shit. So these guys, like when I say to Briggs, okay, you're my client now, this is going to be your rank tracker. I click the share icon, and now this is a little different. So now it shows you the white label that you have available to you. If you're not on a white label plan, which is basically light, there's no white label. Pro has one domain, agency has unlimited domains. You can still use app.xagio.net, and then you can turn report sharing on or off. And you can also add open graph so that if you share it over social media, you're controlling the title, the image, and the description that gets shared. You don't really have to worry about that so much, but it's a nice feature for those who really care about stylizing every aspect of their image, like I do, like Suryanshu does. We're just kind of crazy about that. But yeah, so now you can turn it on or off. You can choose where to share it, and all three work. Like I can share this domain, this domain, and this domain, and all three of them will work. We're just giving you the option of where do you want to share it. So here's the copy button, and then if I go to a new incognito, I give that to my client. It's on my site. It's branded to them. Clients.position one marketing. They're like, "Wow, you're super professional," and we're like, "Thanks." And then I show them. So that works. The coupon link not work. No link. Let me double check something. Well, the coupon's not work. Suryanshu, do you know how to fix that, or Alex or Tanya? In the design of the page for the store to turn on the coupon feature. Let me quickly get in there. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I'm not the best on the marketing. I like building, but then I go to market something and I'm like, oh, I didn't open the coupon. Let me do that really, really quick. Pages, products. Okay, let's do. Super excited to build new sites with AgentX. Literally just built a kitchen and bath site in the last few days. This makes it so much faster. What if we start building a website with Xagio and then want to apply schema to lots of pages? We want to generate additional pages with additional SEO tools. Can AgentX help apply schema? So AgentX doesn't work on like a improve, like how do I explain this? AgentX is a builder. It builds, you know what I mean? And it builds it all. You can't just say, just rate me schema. If you do want to just have schema, Jesse, then use the AI schema tool on the page itself. And I'll demo that in a second. Just let me get this store coupon going. I see a lot of chat in that dev group over there, not in the support. Um, I'll just try and I'm not even reading WhatsApp right now, guys. If you're telling me shit, I'll try to catch up in a second. Okay, here's templates. Let me open that and then let me get the Zags coupon showing. Oh yeah, so Brian, thank you. He said any progress on Xagio integration with high level. I recall you were going to look into that. We did look into that, and yeah, there's no API integration for high level. They like with their page and blog builder. There is no integration. So the best we can do, guys, is if you're going to use like high level or Wix or Squarespace or whatever, do your research inside the project planner in the cloud, right? Do it in here. It's all the same functions, all the same everything is everything. Just be like create a new folder and be like my Gutenberg sites, or not Gutenberg, my high level sites. Okay, you can still audit, create plans. You can still use the AI wizard. I'll just do a quick audit here. Audit, I don't know. Go high lab. No, that's gonna be crazy. I'll do briggs10.com. Okay, location Canada. And then we'll just go run audit. Okay, so I'm auditing Briggs. This is literally how I start any this is literally what I do when they're like, we're interested in SEO. I do this. And then I say, okay, let's go back to projects. And then I duplicate it. And then I turn on share for the original one, continue. Sorry to go on down another rabbit hole, but then I share this link with them and I say, look, Here's where you're at, right? And I share that with them. This is where you're at. And then what I do on the other one that I duplicated is I actually run the clustering and clean it up and create the plan. And then I send them that and I say, this is where you should be. And I can do this for you for 250 bucks a page one time. And they're like, what? Okay, let me get these coupons done and then I'll come back to that. So all the features that you saw, except for the Agent X, because that's for building WordPress websites, is available to you inside the cloud. We will work on Agent X in the cloud next. Okay. So like building like static sites. Lost my train of thought. I gotta fix these coupons. Hang on a second, guys. I'm really sorry. Because you guys can't see the coupon field. Is that correct? Uh, I see it on the templates. No, 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 Tanya, not on that one. Not for the I didn't send the link with the we're talking about the store coupon, the Agent X coupon. So people that want to buy temp or X banks, let me just see, like if I click buy now and then I put the Agent X coupon in, it should show. Why don't I see a coupon here? Let me just quickly do this again, guys. If you're okay, lots more questions. This is X templates. Okay, so let's try templates then. Let's say I want to buy 10 templates. Again, guys, when you buy a template, it's yours forever. Okay, there's the coupon code. Let's try Agent X. Apply the coupon. It should be 20%. Okay, good. There you go. That works. So let me just do it for the other page. Leave Zags. The heck? Tab. Pricing. Check. Customize. Launch editor. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I'm bringing the coupon code back. Sorry about this, guys. I don't think about this shit. Okay, let me refresh this page. This is the Zags page where you can buy X banks, permanent credits that never. Oh, this is Agent X. Oh, that was a good coupon. If anyone's on and sees that coupon, use it now because I'm about to go shut her down. I don't even know what that was. It was somehow like hard coded to that. Oh, there it is. Found it. Bye. Disabled. Okay, back to questions. Oh, there's a lot of questions. If you're redeveloping for a client site, what do you suggest to leverage AgentX? I suggest maybe a staging site. Um, Build it on like a subdomain to see if they're happy with it, and if they are, just go and replace all the pages with AgentX pages. If you're more interested in just doing the optimization for them, yeah, I guess you could just do don't use the template. Trying to think of creative ways to do this. You could do Agent X without a template. It'll do all the keyword research content schema, and then you just transfer it to the client site, which would be cool too. If I want to build a directory site, would I use Xagio for keyword research, or is there a directory site template? There is not yet. Um, But I mean, a directory is always specific to a niche, typically. Like it's not like you're going to target every niche in every location. You're going to target like plumbers or HVAC guys or whatever, and yeah, just use Agency X to build out the directory and just use multiple locations and just keep going. One thing that you're making me think of, guys, is having Agent X come on as a like don't redo everything, but add to what we got, and that's totally doable. And we'll just build it. Like I said, guys, again, today's the worst version that it's ever going to be. Like yesterday was, but now today is. It's going to keep getting better. Just like Xagio keeps getting better, Agent X is going to keep getting better, more flexible, more awesome. Uh, Stephanie, if you have any issues after paying, it should be instant after paying. You just log into your account. If you don't see it, log out, log back in, refresh, whatever. And then if there's an issue, just hit up support, hit up live chat in your account. So if we claim a template one a month, it's ours forever. Yes, that's correct. Once you claim a template, it's yours forever. Question. So it is 25 credits plus a template credit. Yes, that's correct. So, but on an average, so someone's asking, how much does it cost to build a website? Is it approximately 25 zags plus a template credit? That is correct, unless you've already claimed the template. So, for instance, if I was to build a party bus rental site, and because I've already, oh no, I haven't claimed that one. RV rentals. If I was going to build an RV rental site, since I've already claimed the template in the past, I can use it without claiming, without needing a template credit. Kirk, I am trialing Rival Flow to rank content, I guess similar to Surfer SEO. Have you tried this versus Xagio to see if Xagio outperforms it? So I don't do content optimization. Where I think content optimization is necessary, and I should pull up my SEO fundamentals notepad from a past webinar because it's super important in the teaching space. Content optimization is when, like, okay, I've done my optimization correctly, and I've got my site ranking at number 12 and it bounces between 10 and 14. And then I throw some links at it and I moved it up to number 8 and I don't know what to do now. Well, now I would start looking at things like content optimization using a tool like Surfer. You have to do the fundamental stuff first. You have to do the keyword research and the optimization first and see where you land. And I'll tell you this, guys, time is a ranking factor as well. There's a lot of sites that we've built that just sat there doing nothing and then all of a sudden, boom, right? Or they'll do a slow climb upwards consistently. So it's not always about brute force, right? And one thing I love too now about Agent X, let's say you're just, okay, I'm going to build 5 new websites. And maybe you register 5 domains and you build 5 new websites. That's a total investment, as you've seen, of about an hour of work now, right? And then you could just go on about your day, let them percolate, and then come back and like build some links or do whatever you do next. But at least you know that the websites that you launched, as far as SEO optimization, don't really need much more. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say, guys, the websites that we're building and they're done are like 100% perfect. Don't touch anything. They're just doing like 90% of the work for you. Go in and tweak as you see fit. Like I know Suryanchu is very particular about the length of content in certain places, and he's like, man, why is it writing so much content? I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, look, dude, it's better that it writes more content and you have to remove it than it writing not enough content and you having to come back and do it. The other thing I don't know if you guys know about, if you go into your this little guy right here, the Google icon, download and install the Chrome extension, the Xagio Chrome extension. This connects your WordPress website with your Chat GPT account. So let's say you build a site, okay, and I should probably open up the site again and install the extension and test it. But let's go to websites and we'll go back to the site I just built, which was Des Moines, and I'll show you what the point of that whole thing is. It's really cool. It gives you the ability to really inline edit content with your Chat GPT account, free or not. Okay, so if I go to posts or sorry, pages, all pages, And I think Elementor has it too. But if I go to edit with Elementor, and I'm going to go to the Chrome store. Whoops, Chrome store. Well, shit. I guess I could just follow my own link right here. Download Chrome extension. Takes you right there. Okay, there's the Xagio Chrome extension. I'm going to add it to Chrome. Add the extension. Go over here. Okay, it's been added. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to move it over here. Okay, there's the Chrome extension. This could either work brilliantly or totally bite me in the ass, but what this is doing. So let's say I didn't like this content. Okay. So I can highlight this content, right? And then right click. Oh, I can't do it in here. Wait, is this thing on? Oh, maybe right here. Ah, there we go. So the content over in the content editor, and then there should be a Xagio thing somewhere. I haven't used this in a while, and maybe we need to update it. But usually there's like a little let me refresh. A little pop-up that comes up that has Xagio ARP view pricing. Oh, that's a bug from today. Okay, well, anyways, when you right click on it, we'll fix this. When you right click on it, it shows Xagio, and then it'll like do whatever you want to the content and then replace it for you without you having to visit ChatGPT. It's really cool. Kirk, I purchased the monthly light and the 5 templates. Where do I get the additional details on the training? Not 100% sure. You guys, I'm gonna have to ask you, like, I know there's a ton of questions. There's so many people in here. I'm going to try and answer questions based on like how the tool works, what are some ideas about it. But if it's about purchases or things like that, guys, you're just going to have to log into your account and hit up support. If you don't have an account yet, create an account. It's free. Just go to Xagio.com and then click. It says download for free, but it's not a download anymore. It's like literally create your account for free. Um, get instant. You click this, that'll take you to the create your account button, and then you can talk live to your chat support right here. Okay. Do we still need to use the Elementor Pro themes if the agent builds the headers and menus for us? Can't remember. I think Suryanchu, can you remind me? Are you even still here? Don't chat in WhatsApp though, by the way, because I have like literally 1,000 questions. So they can use Elementor Pro themes right now, and it works. Pro and free both. Yes. How important is it to have Elementor Pro? If you want to use our templates and our designs in AgentX, you have to have minimum Elementor free. And the difference between Elementor free and it's like, for instance, if I claim this, it's going to tell me I can't claim it. That's okay. I'll add some accounts, but it'll say download the pro or download the free. But now we have the auto installer anyways, so it'll, I believe, install the correct one for you. Um, and the difference between the free and the pro is the free version, this header with the phone number and the menu and shit like that is just like you can see it's sections, right? It's not a global header. And the reason it is that way is because we care. The pro version of Elementor, this is an Elementor limitation. The pro version has global headers and footer option. The free version doesn't. So to make the free version appear as good as the pro version for you guys, our team developed mock headers and footers in the free version so that guys could have really beautiful websites without having to have an Elementor Pro account. And that's the difference. Is this webinar being recorded? Yes, it is. Will Agent X build sales pages, opt-in pages, funnel pages? Agent X builds um, based on the content you give it. The content that you give it is based on the keywords. So if my keywords were like weight loss blenders, it would build content based on weight loss blenders. The templates are the templates, right? They are what they are. We're just writing over them with the content that comes from the keywords, that comes from the research. And again, guys, like this is our first version of Agent X. It's gonna get better. So we're gonna like always look at how you guys are using it, always take feedback and then make improvements. But it's as the base level, kind of the MVP, like it builds sites like a boss, especially when you combine them with our templates. It's deadly, but it's gonna get better. So when you're asking about specific, page layouts or content types and shit like that, I'm sure it's gonna come. We're gonna make it better, 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 better. Just click on download. It will pop up with free or pro. Let me see. I'm gonna just read my team's remarks in here. There's a whole bunch. You can now show schema on past page. You can refresh Agent X and it show the approximate price in a mini project. I set it up. That's what? And then click download. Let me see. I'm gonna just do another build. Let's just do another build. I'll do another niche, okay? But I'll do it on the Des Moines catering site. Do you guys want to see that? There's like 32 messages I haven't even seen yet, guys. Okay, I'll do another build. Let's just set this up to be, you know what? I'm just going to build over top of what I got, okay? To show you, like, because I know a lot of people are like, can I do this? And can I do that? And what if I have a bunch of pages and shit like that? And I'll just show you what you can do. It's your choice. I guess you don't have to delete existing pages, do you? I just thought of that. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to change gears here. Instead of catering, I'm going to build on this domain because we're here. But let's go to Agent X. I'm still going to build in Des Moines. I'm just not going to build a catering site. I'm going to remove existing pages. Okay, that's going to delete everything. I am going to use templates. Okay, let's build a window site. I don't know. Like, remember, you don't have to build a carpet cleaning site on the carpet cleaning page. Let's do video production. I like this one. Let's do videographer. Continue. Oh, I got to reset the wizard. Oh, there was the total cost for this particular plan, 18 zags. So let me reset the wizard. What happens if you don't remove existing pages? It just doesn't remove existing pages and it builds more pages. That's what I was kind of saying earlier. I was like, oh yeah, I guess you can use the agent to add more pages, which is really cool actually. Okay, so I'm gonna remove existing pages. I am gonna use a template and I'm gonna do that videographer one and do video in Des Moines on a catering site. Okay, Agent X Elementor is already installed, but we're adding a new kit because I'm overwriting one of the old kits. Because before it was the catering kit, but now I'm doing a video kit. So it's doing it all for me. Ready to go. What city? Des Moines. What keyword? Videographer. Google.com, United States. Check time. It's 12:40 p.m. in where I am. I'm wondering if Agent will be able to optimize for kitchen and bath remodeling both. Depends on your keywords, right? So watch this, guys. My keyword was wedding videographer, right? So I'm just gonna go with what it's recommending here. Okay, so there's 5 zags because I'm analyzing 5 sites. And I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff and let's just see what happens. So 5 zags, 12:40 p.m. so far. So if you didn't remove pages, you could add, for example, event locations Des Moines. Absolutely. You got it. So you can go back later on and add more. And you won't need to turn on the template again because it's already there. So yeah, it's just additional keyword research and page creation. That's exactly right. Okay, so here's the plan that it gave me. Notice it says 25.57. That's the approximate cost if I were to build all these pages with these keywords. Okay, and it's already looking pretty good actually, but I'm still gonna do my thing. So the way I do it, guys, so video is the main keyword of videographer, but you can see here like we have video production, videographer, wedding photography, miscellaneous, weird shit, more photos. So I kind of want to, I'm going to open the global cloud. Okay. And I'm going to do, see, there's videographer, videography, videographers. So what I do is I just select any video keyword. And this tag, I'm just gonna, it's typable, so I'm gonna back it up to video so that all video related words come into it. So video, video, but then I'm gonna do, why not? Let's do photographers and back that up to photo, because video and photo, right? I mean, those are the typical. So let's start there. And I'm just gonna see. This is my new favorite feature because it really gets things good. So this one's, steakhouses and yeah, buy. Get rid of it. And then so we have two groups, videographers and photographers. Well, I'm not just going to hammer videographer, photographer. I want to get more granular. It didn't drop Iowa, I don't think. That's just the keywords that were like I asked it to create me two groups. One group where any and no, it didn't drop the group. It recombined the keywords. Like you can see right here, Iowa, it's still there. It just what I specified on when I did this is I said, if I'll do it again so you can see it. So videographer and photographer, and then I back this up. So any keyword that has the word video in it, whether it's videographer, videography, video kapal, it just has to start with the word video. And for this one, it just has to start with the word photo. And then it takes all the keywords in all the groups and reorganizes it into a group that has the word video and one that's photo. So all the Iowa keywords are still there. It didn't remove that group. It just reorganized what was there. Does that make sense? And that's why I actually like this function because I like the reorganization. So it took those phrases as the base and sorted based on that. If Iowa was there, it stays exactly. It didn't delete anything. It just reorganized keywords based on the seed of the word video and the seed of the word photo. So now I have two groups. But I'm going to further seed now, but I'm not going to do it globally now because I know I have videographer, which is my main. So I'm going to do this. So what do we have here? We have wedding, we have production, and we have jobs, which I don't care about. Um, so I'm gonna still include that. So now I'm gonna go actions, seed keywords again, and it's gonna create those groups for me automatically. It's gonna split this group up into groups, right? So I have videographers in Iowa, Des Moines videographer. So those are kind of similar. So I'm gonna put those together. So remember, this is the most important stage of planning right here, guys, right? So then we have videographer, we have wedding videography, and then we have video production, right? And I'm going to get rid of this one. No, because this is a videography site, right? So then we have wedding photography, which is obviously a service that a lot of people offer, but is there anything specific in here that I could get? Or sorry, it's not all wedding, is it? No, it's not. So you can see wedding, and then I can see studios, um, or studio. So watch this when I go to seed, and then let's just separate it like that. So now I'm going to go actions, seed, and there's two seeds, but I'm going to back studios up to just the word studio, and let's just do that, and let's see what it does for wedding. So now I have photographers, photography group, video production, wedding videography, photo studios or photography studios, and wedding photographers. The idea of what I'm doing here for anyone that's really interested, why am I going so granular? I want to create a page where all the keywords that I'm targeting have the exact same intent. Somebody searching for Des Moines wedding photographer is searching for the same thing as the guy that searches for Des Moines, Iowa wedding photographer. The intent behind the search of the keyword is the exact same. But someone searching Des Moines wedding photographer is not the same as someone searching studio photography Des Moines. Does that make sense? Those are different. So I'm creating the difference. And that's part of the magic of what this thing does. It's really good at saying, no, 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 no. You need a page for this because this is specific. And now when we optimize for this, it's very, very clear what the optimization is about. Plus, it gives you the opportunity to get a URL for a specific keyword, which Google loves. So I'm done. Now, I spent 5 Zags already. I'm building a 6 page website with quite a few keywords, and that's going to cost me 22 more Zags. So that's 27 Zags. And that's an approximation cost because, like I said, we take the last like 40 websites that have done this and say approximately this is what it's going to cost. It's not exact, it's approximate. So I'm going to continue, and there we go. And now it's going to build a new site for me. There's the kit, the home, the contact, the legal and service page are always installed by default as the kit. Oh, notice I didn't select the home page again. See, Marco, we got to make that more obvious, man. I forgot to select the home page. It's okay. It's still going to be there. It's just not going to automatically be applied for me. Did I spell Des Moines wrong? Did it matter? So yeah, Daniel, that question again, same kind of the same as Pam's. Can agent be able to optimize for kitchen and bath remodeling instead of just kitchen or bath? You can either run it twice or a lot of sites. If you just use the seed keyword, whatever location you're in. So like if I was in Des Moines and I wanted to capture kitchen and bath remodeling, I would do something like as a seed keyword that would trigger sites that have both of those. So I would do like Des Moines remodeling or Des Moines construction or Des Moines general contract or something like that. And then select the sites that are going to obviously contain both of those. And that's where the keywords are going to come from. Good to hear, Edison. Thank you. Hopefully, everything worked out. Will Agent X suggest service location pages? Okay, again, it's not like it's saying this should be a location and this should be a service. It's all based on keywords, right, Daniel? So like that group that I just did, um, it suggested a bunch of service-based keywords. Why didn't it suggest location-based keywords? It just didn't come up, right? In the sites that I analyzed. Maybe if I there was one instance where, oh yeah, West Iowa. Remember when I built the first catering site on this demo? One of the keywords was West, which was a location. So because I put that in its own cluster, I'm now going to use that as a location page because I identified and clustered a different location than basically Des Moines. Now, if I do something like this, like videographer New York, I'm going to get like Queens and Bronx and Jersey, and then I can go ahead and create location pages because those keywords are just going to come up, right? Or I can run agent again for specific locations, right? So I did Des Moines, Iowa catering. I have no idea about the geography of Des Moines. But if there's like bigger cities nearby or something like that, I'll just target another wizard for like Windsor Heights or Lovington or Marquisville or Adlunta or Altoona. You know what I mean? Is there a training on the important steps that you're showing on this call? Well, I will put this call as a replay, but there also is, if you go to Xagio, docs.xagio.com, and this is all in the menu again, guys. Everything you need that you can't find, go to xagio.com and use the menu at the top here, resources, okay, help docs, courses, blog, resource hub, support, Xagio store, earn Zags. That's a good one if you want to earn some free Zags for the wizard. But if we go to docs to answer your question specifically, because I do rabbit holes quite often, I'm Alice in Wonderland. Docs will have a getting started. And then the getting started will be like, what are you starting with? Now, this getting started document is not specifically for Agent X, but it is the exact train of thought that I use when I build a website. So, like if you're starting with a new site in local SEO versus an existing site in local SEO, how would I handle that? Or affiliate or SEO. So, like for instance, right now we're building new sites with local SEO intent. This is an interactive roadmap. So install and connect Xagio. Click this button. It takes you to a help doc that walks you step by step through how to install and connect Xagio. Okay. And then you're like, okay, done. Next two, add tags in clouds. Okay. That shows you how to set up, in your cloud to properly organize your sites. Because if you notice like this, so kind of like that, right? And then you go to the next step. Okay, add cPanel. It's optional, set tax. And then you're like, okay, keyword research. Next big step, AI Wizard local. Or you go to I suggest watching these, or at least running through them to understand the basics of Xagio, how that works. Because really, what Agent X is the project planner done for you in bulk. So if you understand how to do it in single, Agent X is awesome because it does in bulk. Wesley, you're going to have to hit up support. This Agent X is great. Love it. Now we are on the topic of location pages. Do you plan to do matrix, i.e. local search grid ranking? No, that like maps rankings. I mean, we could, but not yet. There's no plan or chatter about that yet, if I'm understanding you right. Grid ranking. What we do have, though, and I think it's live, is more granular rank tracking capabilities now. I'll never use this personally, but notice we have engine location. So what I can do is if I want to track a keyword, let me just add a keyword here. Just as like a test keyword. Test keyword. And then the domain, that should be obvious what the domain is. We got to fix that too. So I'll do this. Um, oh, wait, I was doing that in the wrong place, wasn't I? Yeah, there it's pre-filled. So there's test keywords. Search engine, google.com, United States, English. Continue. That'll make it the default for there. And then countries, United States, and then location. This is in Orlando, Florida. So now I can select the city too. I'm not 100% sure that's something's going weird. I'm not sure, but if you want to track like literally from the IP that's in Orlando, you can now select even more granular location and it'll track there. So you can have one keyword tracking just on google.com, another one tracking on google.com United States, and then another one on in Orlando. I think you can even do by state. But I won't use that, but it's available to you. That's the closest we have to Bright Local right now. Will there be a template upload feature if we want to use our own for Agent X? No, because there's a lot going on in the background with the templates. Um, I mean, we can look at it. It's kind of a cool idea. I know that there's a lot of communication going on between the Agent X and the Elementor template that we had to get right, which is why all 85 are not 100% ready yet because of that. So it's a little harder when people are uploading their own templates, but I mean, we can you please address my accessibility questions? I don't know what they are because the chat flies by. Can you ask it again right now while the chat's kind of a little bit quieter? That would be Patty Keitzman. Huh. Chat's quieting down now, guys. This is good. Oh yeah, do we want to see where the site is at? Forgot we were building another site. That's the kind of cool thing. Oh, I forgot we were building. Oh, okay, it's writing content right now. So basically, it's only compatible with Elementor. Only the designs are compatible with Elementor. You could still run Agent X, and the first option when you open Agent X is use a template. Those are our templates that are built on Elementor. You don't have to turn that on. You don't have to use our templates. If you don't use our templates, what Agent X is going to give you is it'll build the pages, it'll find the keywords, optimize them, build the pages, and apply the content to the page. and then it's up to you to apply the design to the content. Does that make sense, Lois? Wyatt? Websites need accessibility webs widgets now for legal reasons. Can you add those to your sites, please? No, it's not something Xagio does. I don't use accessibility widgets. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a free plugin that you can use to do that. It's not something we do. If you, not saying you should, could you consider adding another template, please? Consider Cadence less bloat than Elementor. Yeah, we can consider a lot of things. Definitely. I'll tell you what, guys, the more sales we get, the more team we hire and the more cool shit we build. That's kind of the way that I look at it. But I really went hard after I separated from my past partner and I really went hard on hiring to try and really speed up the build of really cool shit. And maybe a little too hard. No marketing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I haven't marketed anything to you guys for over 2 years. And one thing actually was David Cassar's thing because it's awesome. But no, I've been building. I also built a crypto thing with Lovable, and then I'm building a really cool chat solution for agencies that I'm gonna bonus. We'll talk about that later. I'll bonus to the right people. I just don't have any full details mapped out in my brain yet, so I don't want to make promises that I can't deliver on. Marcus, I really appreciate aggressive updates. Thanks a lot. Yeah, there's been a lot. I mean, the other thing that we're really focused hard on, guys, is turning Xagio into a not WordPress SaaS, like focusing on the cloud. Um, I mean, WordPress is the dominant CMS on the internet. We're obviously focused on that, and Xagio at first was a WordPress plugin, right? So we focus on it, and that's why features come to the plugin first. But what we really want to do is we every feature we build on the plugin, we eventually bring it into the cloud as well. And I think being able to design static, like kind of like PHP or HTML sites with AgentX here is doable without that much complexity, right? So that would be one of the things we would be focused on next, before, Cadence or Gutenberg, or it's like, well, let's get the people that don't like WordPress on AgentX as well. AgentX, like if you have just one WordPress website, you can still use AgentX to do everything and then copy and paste over to non-WordPress websites. AgentX will come into the project planner inside of the cloud very soon. So we're focused on making Xagio more, just a keyword research, not a keyword research, like a shit, it does a lot of stuff. So it's hard to put it in one basket. Like it's your agency solution for everything, right? It's basically my career in a box. So if you know anything about me, it's in here. Is there a video for the sales part? I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Stephanie. The sales part of what? Yes, this is being recording. We'll post the replay on the blog and I'll email everybody as well. Right now, though, by the way, guys, I'm only this is only sent out to Xagio users. No one else knows about it. There's a couple like rank and rent people in here that are cross-listed or whatever, but thanks, Josh. Yeah, I'm excited to see the sites you guys start building. That's going to be awesome. But yeah, this is to Xagio only right now. Eventually we'll market it outside of Xagio, but you guys have first mover advantage. How I approach businesses and things like that. Yeah, Xagio courses has a lot of that, Stephanie. If you go to the Xagio.com and go to resources again, and there's a link for Xagio courses where I go more into detail of teaching that. Those are paid courses, they're not free. But hit up support. Maybe there's a coupon available. I don't even know anymore, guys. Like things have gotten so big that I'm finally at the point where I don't know everything about my own company anymore. Stephanie probably referring to how you sell to prospects, kind of like you mentioned with Mike Martin. I mean, I talked about it on the webinar today. I mean, as far as generating leads, I have that Facebook strategy, the road to 2K, which is really good. It's super easy, um, especially if you don't like cold calling and stuff like that. But again, go to Xagio courses right here, and you can see. And I believe if you contact support, they can help you out with a coupon. You will have to be a paying Xagio user to get those coupons. They know that much, but they will if you're a Xagio user. They'll. I believe there's a good coupon available to get this other content. You're welcome. What time is it? Okay, we're at 2 hour mark. Show the website, right? It's probably done. Oh, it's done. I didn't even take time. Let's see what it looks like. Or I'm gonna close a bunch of these. Best. Oh yeah, remember I didn't assign the homepage, did I? Let's see. Let's go back to let me before I actually show the let's go to pages, all pages. Okay, yeah, that was okay. Let me do this. So if you forget to assign the homepage, which we're going to improve that too, just do this. Go to reading, go to homepage, and then do we were video production. No, videographer, and then click save changes. Xagio.com, John. Everything that link that you need is on Xagio.com in the menu. I believe it's Xagio.com/blog though. Okay, let's go back to the let's go check the site out. Pages, all pages. Okay, so videographer. What else did it do? Wedding videographer, which is a little different. Video production services. Des Moines, Iowa. Photographer. Photographers in Des Moines. Let's just take a peek. Done. Let's see. Des Moines videographer, expert videographers in Iowa. Don't you love how it doesn't repeat itself? Videographer versus videographers. Des Moines over here, Iowa over there. Not Des Moines videographer, best videographer in Des Moines, Iowa. This is the magic of the AI, guys. It's so good at this shit. Schema. Yes, we got one. What is it? FAQ page. That's from Elementor, but because we use Elementor, it this is something that we just found out today. So the content writer writes question and answers for each page, right? And because we're using Elementor, it marks it up automatically as FAQ schema for you. That's hilarious. There it is. I like that drone. Drone services, drone rentals, video production. And the language is on point, guys. Like wedding photography. Like if you go read the little things, it's about weddings. It's about moments and like years of excellence in wedding photography. At our studio, every wedding is a unique story waiting to be told, from intimate ceremonies to grand celebrations. Like it's on point. Like it's on point. FAQ, otherwise now known as PAA, people also ask, is powerful if you know how to use it. Say that you're happy with all of those pages. What's the easiest way to move it to a different domain? That's always stumping me. What do you mean move it to a different domain? Why wouldn't you, like if you want to, I guess Xagio clone. So you would go into your, so this is the good site. Let's say that this was a different site, okay? And then I'm like, I want this site on this page. Install Xagio on both. Go to clone. It'll say clone entire, clone from. I want to clone from, dan.com to here. And I click verify connection and then I click start clone and it pulls over everything into this one. And that's probably the easiest way to do what you just asked for. That's a WordPress to WordPress clone though, just so you know. And you have to have Xagio installed on both sides, right? So go install it first. Like, so I built the site over here. I'm happy with it. Like you said, I go over here to my blank site and I say clone from my built site and then go. And it clones. Okay, guys, we're at 2 hour mark. Is there more questions? Um, or are we just going to start building websites? If I pull it up on Google, you can only see the homepage. You cannot navigate the pages. Yeah, that's something else we're going to work on is interconnecting all the pages. They're all there, but you have to go in and build the menu. But we're going to work on, and I brought that up with the guys. I was like, oh man, you know how amazing it would be if we didn't, like, you're going to need a logo, right? We just put the mock logo here for you. But you're going to need to connect the service pages and just add a menu. It's super easy to do, guys. But we're going to work on interconnecting the pages in the menu for sure. Curious if you guys have a default privacy policy and terms. Yes, we do. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see there's privacy policy and terms of use. And if you go into your pages, hallelujah, goodbye Termly. Right here is legal. So every template comes with a predefined, um, like a pre-designed legal page. You just have to replace the content with your, or here's another one, guys. Use ChatGPT. Use the Chrome extension, use ChatGPT, and just have it write out a privacy policy that's relevant to your page. I could literally, wait a minute, let's try this right now. I never even thought of this until just this very moment. In a lifetime. Let's go do this. Let's go edit page. And I'm going to give it a little preference or a little. Okay. So there's the H1. Oops, cancel. I'm going to update this. And I'm going to go into my SEO because I don't optimize legal pages, right? Okay. I'm going to give it a little bit of like, what do you call that? Precedence. And then I'm going to go to AI content. And on writing style, we're going to go formal and content tone authoritative. And I'm just going to click generate and continue. So this is the AI content that's happening in the background, like automatically for you. So I'm on the legal page, which already has, all that mumbo jumbo legal content. But now I'm just I want to see I never thought of doing this. I'm having it generate AI content for legal terms and conditions. There you go. Done. Oh God, I love AI. That's it. Yeah, like yeah, it's this tool is crazy. AI is crazy. Yeah, generating content costs money for sure. Um, that's a Zags content. Anything you spend money on with Zags, it tells you, right, when you go to do it. Like if I were to go generate content, it'll come up and say, the average cost for this is this. You have this much credits left. Do you want to do it? You can also generate regular content. That brings the price way down, but the content's not as good. Okay. Because we're using an older model, but we'll generate it and see what happens. You can play with it. How do you push it to the page? So in Elementor, for this legal jargon stuff, I'm going to open up the editor and then you copy and paste. So let me grab that. Oop, I opened up the same page twice. There. So I'm going to go back to my content. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go copy. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go paste and I'm going to go publish. Done. O3 mini, I think, or O4. Like the most advanced, always. The insert button, what the insert button does is it puts it up. Okay, because we're using Elementor, Elementor is a builder, right? So you have WordPress editor. So let's say continue. So you have the WordPress editor, and if you click insert, it inserts into the WordPress editor. Now on Elementor, if you say, just use the WordPress content, this is what's going to show up. But Elementor is a builder. So you do have to put it in on the builder. Like if I did like this and then went back to the page, I think it would still be the same because Elementor is overwriting the WordPress. Oh, no, I guess not. Yeah, use Elementor. It's way better. These are the designs. And then your legal page actually looks like it's supposed to, right? There. Now I'll just update back to editing with Elementor. So now I'm using the Elementor editor. Let's go look at the page. Yeah, there it is. It's back. Jesus. It's good. Well, the insert button does do something. It puts it into the WordPress editor. Okay, guys, we're 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm gonna do last chance for questions real quick, and then I'm gonna hop off so that we can get a replay out, which probably won't happen today now, but tomorrow. That 20% offer, guys, 17 minutes. It's there. Click it when you're ready. The X agent coupon for the Xagio store is, I'm going to remove that probably Monday. So take advantage. We'll have sales every once in a while for things for the store. But the plans, the 20% recurring is the best plan for you guys. I saw the review. Took my, how did you start? You're gonna have to watch the replay. Sorry, I can't do things twice. Do buttons and links work throughout the site by default? No, not yet. They will. When do you expect that the global SEO will be ready? I don't want to say without expectation. Hopefully sooner than later. I saw review sites in the section profile. Once you fill out the profile section, can agent. That's exactly what it's for. You build Lennon. If you watch the start of this replay, the first thing I talk about is like if you're going to be building with Agent X, and we're gonna have an update coming out anyway that's gonna handle this for you. But it's probably best you fill out your profile data first so you can get better content, better data with less work. Um, Herc, what about analyzing the front page? What? Yeah, I mean, analyzing it in what way though? Here's the front page. There's the detail. Des Moines videographer, expert videographers. Yeah, we looked at this one. Um, on Google, I mean. Oh, you mean like for the keyword? Like, is this a good keyword to build on? Yeah, that's use niche hunter, and I can't really cover that on this webinar. I mean that I just basically look at is anyone optimized for it, and I mean I have a whole training on that. That's not something I can cover right now. But niche hunter kind of helps you do that, right? Niche hunter. If you don't know what keyword you want to go after, go to the niche hunter, set the filters the way I teach. Just go to the Xagio blog and look for that content. I'm pretty sure there's some good shit on there. The only other sub that seems mandatory now is Moz for SERP analysis. I mean, I love that you said that. Like, and yes, everything in Xagio that requires like data fetches and API calls and stuff like that uses Zags. But again, we tell you what they are and um, what it'll cost you, what the average cost is, stuff like that. You'll know. Ask a question in Q&A, but skip if answered already. Can this work with sites and other platforms like GHL? So copy and paste. Yeah, you can run it on a WordPress blog to get your plan, your content, your optimizations, this and that, but then you'd have to copy and paste. We'll move that feature into the cloud soon and focus on building static HTML or PHP sites that do have content so that there's a lot of cool things coming. And I'll mention again, what you saw today was version 1. So if you're pretty excited by version 1, great. Because version 2 and 3 and 4, I mean, Xagio is 10 years old, guys. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to keep getting better. You know what I mean? The more you use it, the more we build and get feedback and features and shit like that. So it's going to continually get better. Don't sell out. What does that mean? Like to a third party that offers me $50 million, I'll probably sell out at that point. Got to get there first. Xagio is not very well known, guys. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, the worst part of my business, guys. If I talk to you from as a business owner perspective, what do I do right? What do I do wrong? And I'll only talk about the thing that I do the worst: marketing. I'm not a good marketer for Xagio. Like I'm great at talking to you guys and show you features and stuff like that and marketing that way, kind of teaching and stuff like that. But as far as like marketing Xagio on a bigger scale, I'm terrible at it. I don't even like it. It's not what I like doing. Yes, we do have an affiliate program as well. You can just, again, go to Xagio.com, check the menu, it's all in there. When you search the repository for Xagio, it doesn't even come up with a partial search. You have to enter the whole word. Yeah, no, we track that. So here's WordPress plugin rank tracker. So for these keywords, if you search SEO in the WordPress repo, we're number 27, AI SEO 17. I mean, we know now what it takes to rank in the WordPress repo, and one of the thing that we're lacking is like 200,000 installs, which to you guys right now is a good thing. You have first mover advantage. Because if I ever do get really good at marketing, and we're working on it, a lot of people are going to be using this, and we'll have to pivot from there, right? I think there's a window. I really do, guys. I think there's a window with how fast AI is moving. Um, the fact that I can code, a pretty cool app on Lovable in a week says something. Like now I know about database tables and I have a bit of development knowledge. I don't know a lick of code, but I know how to talk to it at least. But when unqualified people are building pretty good stuff right now, that's only going to accelerate. Um, and I think there's a short window of time before the average user and business owner can say, you know what, I can just build my own website because of AI, right? It might not be optimized well, or maybe they'll hear about Xagio and just be like, yeah, I'm just going to go buy Xagio plan. I'll spend like $100 on credits and just build my own site. So right now, get to work because the world is changing fast. I can repost the link once it's live. Yeah, and I will. And I'll email everybody. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll get the replay out as soon as possible. Probably gonna be tomorrow at this point. I'll try for today. I don't know, but I will email you. I will post in the Facebook group. Thank you guys for coming on. I know that there's some new users in here, and I'm really happy to have you. I'm really excited for AgentX and what we're gonna see happen. I know these websites are gonna rank too, by the way, because that Des Moines one, guys, if we look at the rank tracker for this is just built Wednesday, April 23rd. Today's the 24th. Okay. Started out at 47, already moved up to 21. Google's loving that site already. I already overwrote it for the webinar today. But this was built in and look at these keyword volumes, guys. 1,300 searches per month for breakfast catering in Des Moines. That's nutball. I guess it really gets high in the middle of the year. But yeah, like it works, guys. It's going to rank. Okay. It's going to take you less links too because you're optimized properly. You're going to get faster rankings better out of the gate with less time. 10 minutes, $20. Your website's live. $100 budget for links, and shit's going to happen. And I want to hear about it. Okay. I want to hear about it. Last question, Herc, how do I handle rankings when they disappear in the sandbox? I just wait it out. And now with Xagio Agent X, I won't even wait it out. I'll just go build another site. I love Agent X, guys. Like, it's the coolest thing in the world. We were laughing so hard when we were building sites because it's like, holy shit, this is nuts. This is nuts. And websites are going to be like, use the niche hunter to find your domains, search for my trainings, guys. On the blog for how I find domains and get low-hanging fruit. Join a course, a paid course. It's worth the money, I'm telling you. If you learned anything today, okay, and you're willing to spend a bit of money to learn, more details from me, go look at the courses in Xagio, grab one of them, and then use what you've seen with Agent X and oh geez. Any chance you can set up an overlay for rank and rent sites? Not with Xagio, but you can. Okay, I'm gonna head off, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll have the replay out soon. Leave any additional questions or comments in the Facebook group, or if it's a billing related issue, performance related issue, just use support. For support, log into your Xagio account. Down here, you'll see Alex and Tanya. If you don't see their picture, they're sleeping. You can still click this and leave a message. When they wake up, they'll get it to you. We do have support 7 days a week, limited hours on weekends. And if you feel like you want faster answers, go to Xagio.com and you can talk to our AI bot, Xagio.com. When Alex and Tanya are sleeping, our AI bot is not sleeping, and he's fairly well trained on how to do things. So if they're sleeping and you can't wait, come and talk to the chat bot here, and maybe you'll get the answer you need. Everything you need, guys, for as far as where's this, where's that, go to Xagio.com, go to the menu. It's all here. Seems obvious. Affiliate program in the footer. If you guys want to start promoting Xagio, we'll be putting together some stuff for that later on. Okay, thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend. I'm off to Phoenix. Anyone live in Phoenix, by the way? Next week I'm going to Phoenix to speak at an SEO event, the first one I've ever spoken at. SEO Spring Training. I might as well drop that right now. This is Terry and Elizabeth Samuel's event in Phoenix. A lot of big speakers coming in. I'm included this year. We're sponsoring. Um, yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna be here. So if you guys are in the Phoenix area or want to buy a ticket, go to Xagio, S-U-S-T, no, Xagio.com. Oh, well, maybe is it hurtmagnus.com? We put a page together for it. I can't freaking remember where it is. I'll find it and I'll post it in the group. But yeah, there's 20% off tickets if you use one of my coupons if you need a ticket. Just message my team if you need a ticket. And they'll have a coupon, okay? Okay, guys, that is literally it. I'm gonna end this now. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm gonna stop the share and the recording and get it out as fast as possible. Bye bye.